And rolling.
Hello. So I am just gonna show what's in my garden. That's Rosie. She is my garden helper. But I guess we'll start over here. So I just built this garden this year. My husband helped me, some of my family helped me, but most of it was just me. So over here, my husband is behind the camera, by the way. So we've got basil. These flowers, I honestly could not tell you what kind of flowers they are. I just bought them to fill up those pots. The pollinators love those blue ones though. These are elephant garlic. This was like kind of my first garden experiment. I stuck these in a pot inside when it was still like winter time because I was very eager to grow something. I wasn't even sure if it was gonna work because I didn't start them in the fall or like super early in the spring. But two of them already have some scapes coming out. I'll harvest those once they curl. These are some kale I bought from Starts. They haven't got very big. It's probably because they're really close together. And this one I started from seed and it's not growing anymore. I'm taking an L on the kale for right now. I'm doing more for the fall though. And then these are strawberries that I started from seed inside. Lots of little flowers on them. I probably won't get any strawberries off of them this year, but next year for sure. These are snow peas. I've been harvesting a couple off of here every day. Let's see if I can find one. They kind of blend in. Ooh, here's a good one. You got a good snow pea right here. They're delicious. Oh, it's really good. These are green onions that I started from seed inside. These are probably one of the things that I'm most proud of because I did them completely myself. I bought this bucket at Goodwill for $4. These are sunflowers. These ones are more for beauty than for harvesting the seeds, but I got two of them in there. I got another one over there. This pot is my greens. This lettuce has gone to seed. I'm just gonna let it bloom for the pollinators. These are Swiss chard, both from the same seed packet, but different color stems. These are some nasturtiums. I bought these from a nursery because the ones that I started got killed in the great greenhouse fiasco, which that'll be a story for another time. Marigolds, also from a nursery. This big pot right here, this is my zucchini, and some lavender. The lavender is from a start, but the zucchini is from seed. I've got lots of male flowers on here right now. There was one female somewhere. Ah, right here. That's gonna turn into a zucchini once it gets pollinated. So, and then these are some petunias I bought from a nursery. These ones, I believe these are two dahlias and a zinnia. The zinnia is probably way too big to be in a tiny container like that, but oh well, it'll be fine. So that's my container portion of the garden. But now we'll come back over here. This is my 4x4 raised bed that we built. These are all potatoes, and I could not tell you what variety they are because I just kind of bought a bag of seed potatoes from Facebook Marketplace that didn't have like varieties or anything like that. It just was a bag of potatoes. And then there's a couple just from the grocery store in here, and there's also a bag of golden potatoes that I bought from Walmart. So they're kind of just scattered throughout here. I've already gone in and pulled one out to see what they look like. They're probably like this big right now, and some of them are like bright purple. It's really cool. These are sweet potatoes. Not exactly sure how these are gonna go. I bought the starts, kept them in a jar of water in the house for a while, and I think I waited too long to transplant them, and then the day after I transplanted them, a lot of them got their leaves eaten off by some animal because I left my garden gate open. So these are my remaining 4. Hopefully they do well. If not, this is my experimental year. I'm not too worried about it. I'll learn for next year. Okay, so over here, this is one of my 8x4 garden beds. There's a little beetle. So this is shishito pepper. I just bought this the other day because I did have a couple of sweet potatoes there that got eaten. So I replaced it with a shishito pepper, a start that I bought at the store, and then this is some sage. These are extra green beans that I planted after my first green bean crop got eaten by the animals, which they did come back, so now I just have a lot of green beans. But these ones I direct sowed in here. These are my carrots. I've pulled a couple out already just to see how they're doing, and they're really cute little carrots right now, but I'm definitely going to give them a little while longer. This is a lunchbox orange snacking pepper. I just got this the other day. It's already got a flower on it. And these are I just had an empty spot there, decided to stick a pepper in there because my peppers seem to be doing really well, at least the ones that I didn't kill in the great greenhouse fiasco. This is calendula. It kind of hasn't grown much since I put it in there, but I'm gonna let it go. Some more marigolds, some more calendula right here. These are the green beans that got their leaves eaten off, but they came back. They got some flowers on them. All those flowers are gonna be green beans. These 2 are actually black Valentine beans. I got as a free seed packet from MI Gardener. So I don't know, those ones don't have flowers yet. I don't know how they're gonna turn out, but it's fine. These onions, I started from seed inside. Ooh, I stepped on something sharp. As you can see, there's lots of nice bulbs happening. These ones are Texas yellow onions. And I'm pretty sure technically we have, there's short day and long day onions. I can't remember which one these are, but I'm pretty sure these aren't the kind that I should be growing in my climate. So hopefully they do okay. They have some nice bulbs though, so I'm confident that they'll be all right. So now over here behind you, babe, my husband's behind the camera. This is just a carnation started from seed. It died and then came back, so it's kind of just chilling. I'm just gonna leave it in there. This is another carnation that I started from seed. I wanted to do some carnations because it's my daughter's birth flower. She was born in January. It originally was just like one long stem, and now it's starting to put out a little bulb. There's a couple of branches coming off of it, so I'm excited to see what that's gonna look like next year. These I just bought yesterday to fill up this pot. I think they're called pentas. I'm not quite sure. These I also just bought yesterday. They're really pretty. And down here in my fabric beds, this is my herb garden. It's a work in progress because I didn't plant as many herbs as I should have. So, but like I said, it's my experimental year. I'm learning and taking notes for next year. This oregano is a start from a nursery. And then these 2 are ones that I started from seed. They weren't growing for a while, but they actually just started taking off like a couple days ago. I did harvest a little bit off of them already. This is pineapple mint from a start, and some lavender from a start. This one is very crusty. I'm just gonna let it chill there. I wanted to put some lavender and mint in here because there was a slug problem over here for a little bit, but I haven't seen a single slug since I planted the mint and the lavender. So, and then these are thyme. I started all these from seed, and I believe thyme is kind of perennial, so it'll probably come back by itself next year. And then this one over here, these are my slow bolt cilantros. These ones have gone to seed, as you can see. They have bolted, but I did get my last harvest off of them before they did that, and they're very tall now. I'm just gonna let them flower. Back here is some parsley. That was from a start because the one that I tried to do from seed did not work out. We got some weeds in here. And then back here, this is dill from a start, also has gone to flower. I did direct sow one in here that didn't grow for a while, but it just actually started growing like probably a month ago. So that's nice. These are cumin. I started from seed. I don't know how long cumin takes to mature, but they are getting bigger slowly but surely. This is a begonia that I bought from the store. It's looking a little crusty dusty right now, but that's fine. I just wanted some color in there. And then here over there is my rosemary. And this was a start that I just bought at my grocery store, like in the produce section. And I just planted it in here and it's been having new growth, and I've used it in cooking a few times and it's nice. That one, if I take it inside, I think that one will overwinter as well. And then here is my second 8x4 garden bed, which has a variety of things in it. I guess we'll start right here. These are my cucumbers. That one is a start that I just put in yesterday. They don't look great because they didn't have much of a selection, but the one that I had there that I started myself was stunted and turning yellow, so I just pulled it out and put a start in there. This one right here, starting to put out some tendrils. It's got a couple flowers on it. This one I started from seed. These ones are pickling cucumbers, and these ones are slicing cucumbers.
This one's from seed?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, looks good, right? We're gonna make some pickles. And then these, I have 2 butternut squashes and 2 pumpkins. These are actually looking really good. These are all from seed as well.
Wow.
They're starting to put out some buds. They're starting to put out their vines, which I need to make sure I train them over the side of the bed because I kind of want them to cascade down on the ground. Because obviously I don't have a ton of room for a bunch of giant fruits inside the bed. This one's squash, pumpkin, squash, pumpkin. And they're all looking pretty good. So we'll move this way. Hi, sweetie. These are my tomatoes. Now, I had started tomatoes from seed myself and they were looking fantastic and I was really excited about them. But they also fell victim to the greenhouse fiasco, which I'll probably just make a whole separate post describing what that is. But it killed a lot of my starts. But these are some ones that I bought from the nursery. These ones are Brandywine reds. I've got a couple down here already. You can see. Looking good. Lots of flowers on there. This one is a ruby gold. Oh, Rosie likes to take my labels out of the garden, so I don't know what anything is. These are, oh, that leaf is gotta come off. These ones are ruby gold. I think they're a beefsteak. I don't have any actual fruits on that one yet. These ones are Oregon early slicing tomatoes. These were my first ones to put out fruits. Got a little bit of a blemish there, but I'm not worried about that. Lots of big old tomatoes on these ones. I'm excited about these.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out if they're, because when I looked it up, it said that they were indeterminate. So I put them in my indeterminate section, but they haven't gotten much taller. So they may be actually determinate. I'm not sure, but I'm doing a good old Florida weave trellising system. This one is, oh, this is one of the ones that I killed in the greenhouse and then it came back. But this is a start that I bought. I didn't do this one from seed. This one is a Candyland cherry tomato. I believe there's a couple, yeah, there's a couple of little tiny baby tomatoes on there. And you'll notice that these are kind of wild looking because the pruning kind of got away from me for a while. So they have lots of suckers that I just kind of let go. This one is my big boy. This is called the large red cherry tomato. There's lots of growth on this one that I should have pruned off but did not. But as you can see, it's growing some beautiful cherry tomatoes. Right here, tied to this T-post, is a sunflower, another one of the same kind. This one's a little behind the two that are over there, but that's okay. I tied it up and now it's doing good. This is a morning glory, which has vined its way all the way through my fence, which is fine as long as it doesn't touch the ground.
They look like hearts. Look.
I know they do. As long as it doesn't touch the ground, because they're very invasive and it'll take over everything. And then this guy right here is the only tomato plant that I started from seed and then killed in the greenhouse and then brought back to life and put in my garden. This is the only one. So
it's flourishing.
It's determinate, so I haven't been pruning them. I'm just letting them get as big as they want. It has
there's so many back here
has
too.
so many tomatoes on
Holy
it.
smokes.
This is a 42-day tomato from M.I. Gardener, which it's been way longer than 42 days, but it's severely stunted because of what happened in the greenhouse. So the fact I'm getting anything off of it at all is a miracle. So I'm happy about that. These are Romas right here. I bought these from a nursery as well. I got one there, and then this one in here is doing really well. There's a couple of big ones like way down deep in here, if you can see. See? There's a couple of big Romas in there. I want to make my own tomato sauce. And then yeah, in my greenhouse I've got, it's kind of a mess. I've just kind of been keeping all my garden stuff in here, but these are all my peppers that I started from seed that died. And there's a couple of tomatoes that also died in here. These could probably be saved if I was to plant them. There's a little tiny tomato. This is another Candyland. There's a tomato on this one too. I feel like I'm obligated to plant them now and give them a chance. They don't look great, but there are tomatoes growing on them.
That's incredible.
They've just been sitting in here neglected. I kind of water them when I remember, but yeah, those ones fell victim to the greenhouse as well. So on the other side of the tomatoes, these are sweet Spanish white onions. Started these ones from seed. They are getting real big. The greenery's starting to fall over, but not sure if I should trim it or not. I'll have to do some research about that. This is a poblano pepper plant that I put there because I just needed to put something in that spot. We got some nasturtiums. All of these flowers right here are from seed except for the marigolds. We got nasturtiums, a zinnia, and 4 calendula plants right there, and then the marigolds. And these pepper boys right here, these 4 are Ace Early Bell peppers. I bought them from the nursery. I think they may have gotten a little stunted because they did not put out fruits as quickly as my other ones did, and they're an early variety, so I'm not sure if I did something wrong there. But either way, they're putting out flowers, which means I will get some bell peppers soon. I got 4 of those. Over here, this is a El Jefe jalapeno from A Start. This one over here is a spicy sliced jalapeno. I just put that one in yesterday. And this one is the one that has little baby jalapenos on it. Let me find one. Yeah, see, there's one right there. Oh. There's one right there. See? Tiny jalapeno. Nothing on that one yet. These boys are like they're my go-getters. These are my cayenne pepper starts that I planted. And they have some big old peppers on them right now. This one especially, look at that. I think I've been seeing people in my Facebook groups be like, oh, my peppers are producing so early this year. I think it's because it's been so hot. Because they're not normally supposed to put out peppers this early. She's good. She's running
I know,
around.
I see her.
And then last but not least, over here, I'm not sure what this one is. This is a banana pepper that I started from seed. It's one of the only ones that survived from the ones that I started myself. That's a banana pepper, and then that is another banana pepper that I bought at the store yesterday. It already had.
Wow, it already has.
It already had a
Okay.
pepper on it when I bought it, so
Okay.
yeah. That's my garden. There's not much else to show you, but I figured it would be nice to have a idea of where I am right now so that when I post updates you can see the progress. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more updates.